Yeah.
Welcome to the Hard Truth Radio, episode 5?
Yep.
5 now, yeah.
Working hard, staying broke.
Working hard, staying broke. This is a show where we give it to you straight, unfiltered, no bullshit.
Tonight, we're talking money in the blue-collar world.
Oh,
The reality check that hits harder than rent day.
oh yeah.
Living pay to pay, working overtime, and still feeling like you're stuck in quicksand.
Oh, man. That's like life as a blue-collar construction guy, paycheck to paycheck. You know, some of them get ahead, but most of them end up paycheck to paycheck, especially in today's society, right? You're broke. You can't afford anything, your tools. A lot of the places now that you're working, you don't have any medical or dental or anything like that. So all that's costing you money you can't afford. Oh, man. You just want to go, you know, like just, it's a vicious circle. You work it. You work your ass off, right? Like,
Yeah.
I broke my entire life. You fight the system to try and get ahead, right?
Yeah. And it makes you not want to go back to work because you're
For
working
what?
for what?
Yeah, it's the government. You know, like we're getting fucked as a citizen of Canada. They're for our wages and everything like that. Like our wages, the way that they tax us, everything to do with
Tax.
especially being blue collar.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like the average working guy, a carpenter, an electrician, a plumber, you know, bricklayer. Fuck, man, we're getting hosed.
Yeah.
Hose.
Middle class ain't middle class anymore.
No shit. There's a divide. They say, oh, it's this soft, you know, divide or whatever. Bullshit. There's not. There used to be 3 classes, right? And they're trying to say that there isn't really 3. There's 3 classes.
There's probably more.
Oh, probably. You know, the poor, the guys in the middle who are, you know, bills are paid, but they can't, you know, overly afford to do too much more, but everything's more comfortable, nice car, you know, they're doing decent.
They're okay, yeah.
They got it. They're not, you know, too stressed. And you got the rich, which they're, fuck, man, like there's a gap.
Oh, yeah.
You know, it's not a $100,000 gap or $200,000. It's like $1 million gap nowadays, right?
Yeah.
Like when we grew up, could you imagine if you had $1 million, you could live off the interest, you know?
Yeah.
Now you can't buy a fucking condo for $1 million.
Yeah.
You know, like it's crazy the way that, how do you expect somebody who makes $20 an hour or $17 an hour? That's, you know, that used to be gold. If you could make $17 to $20 an hour, man, you're making good money. That's a great job. Oh yeah, that's great. Everybody was so excited for you, right? Fuck, now, oh yeah, that's it.
Yep. How do you expect these kids that are trying to move out of their parents' house buy a house?
Oh, it's never.
You can't. And then you're renting, and then it's just never ending.
Yeah.
And then you're paying someone else's mortgage because you can't afford your own, but you don't want to live with your parents anymore.
No. And the worst thing is, you can't get a mortgage, right? For $1,200 a month mortgage, or, well, not now. It's not $1,200, but you know what? I don't even know what a mortgage. You know, say for $1,500, right? But you can pay for a $2,500 rent for your life, but you can't have a mortgage. You can't get
that mortgage, yeah.
Right?
Even though you can steadily pay your rent.
Yeah, 100%.
But they won't accept you for mortgage.
No.
Yeah.
Well, and now with the prices, 700, 6, 7 and up, and now you got to come up with what is it?
The
10%,
down payment,
25% down payment. Like, how does a person that makes $1,000 a week, you know, how do you save a down payment for 10% to buy yourself a house, to try and get yourself moving forward when your rent is $3,000 a month?
Yeah. And that is why there is a thing called Tent City.
Well, not anymore, but yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, 100%, right?
That's why there's so many homeless on the street.
You can't afford.
For those who don't know who Tent City is, or what Tent City is.
Yeah.
The homeless in tents all over the side of the road.
Yeah, we had a lot of them.
Yeah.
Yeah, in the area. Yeah. Well, not too far anyway, yeah. What do they do? They called in
a state of emergency.
Yeah, for their town or whatever, for their city.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, that's crazy that you have that many people living on the streets, so they kind of cleaned it all up a bit, right?
Yeah. Okay, people love to say overtime fixes everything.
No.
Just pick up a few extra shifts, they say.
Yeah.
You'll get ahead, they say.
Yeah.
So this guy decides to do exactly that. 60 hours, 3 coffees deep, running on fumes, and bad takeout.
Yeah.
He's dreaming of that big paycheck, you know, the one that's finally going to make life easier.
No. It's thought he's going to get taxed as shit.
Payday comes. He opens it up like he's about to win the lottery. And then, boom, taxes hit harder than a Monday morning.
Oh, yeah.
Half the check, gone.
Gone, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fridge still empty. Gas tank still on. Almost.
Pissed off wife, upset kids because he spent so much time working so he could try and get ahead, and instead he ends
What'd you
up
got to show for it?
Yeah, nothing.
Nothing.
You know, well, I made an extra of maybe $60 this week, but I could have maybe made an extra 600. You know, no, instead the government. Hey, government.
Boom. He worked more just to stay broke, but now with dark circles and a caffeine addiction, and the only one celebrating was the government.
Yeah, 100%. It's like lawyers.
Yeah.
Lawyers in the government, you know, it's like divorce rates are up because men are working to try and pay the bills, or I shouldn't say men, people are working to pay the bills, you know, and then all of a sudden everything just backfires, you know. Your family's pissed off at you because you're never home because you're trying to work. Well, you're trying to give them the life that they deserve or that you want them to have, especially, you know, your kids. Maybe your wife's a bitch and you don't really care, but you know, and that's it. You just spend your life working. Like how much time do we spend working in our lifetimes? You know, how much it's insane. You spend more time in your work environment.
Yes.
Trying to make money to live and have fun at your house in 2 days.
Yep.
Right? Because you only get 2 days to spend at home and then you're back to work.
Yep.
Unless it's a weekend or you get holidays.
Yep.
I mean, that's life. I get it. It's bullshit. You got to work 5 to enjoy 2.
It should be 4 and 3.
Yeah. And there should be no, like, you know what would work, I think, to help, is if we went to the lottery and they went with $1 million. $1 million prize. Like, that's where their prize, not 1 million. So what are we doing? 50, 75 million. So now you got 75 $1 million prizes.
Right. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
So
spread the wealth.
Yeah.
It raise the community, raise, you know, everything around. Like, that's the way to do it. Not give some one guy 50 million. Okay, sure. Make another jackpot for, you know, it's still 10.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
But not like
10 still
great. Would love it.
Yeah. I'll take like 2%. You know, but make it that way. That way you can grow the economy. You can help the you know, the construction worker out, the blue collar guy, you know, like there's, you know, that helps them alleviate all their stress and stuff, which eventually makes their moods, their atmosphere,
quality of life.
They don't need to push as hard unless they need to do it for the company they work for, if they're devoted company man, right? Which most people, let's be honest, they're not. They're in it for the paycheck.
Yeah.
Because the companies aren't loyal to you.
No, you're just a number.
That's right. So you bust your ass, you do all this hard work, and you get what? Go fuck yourself. Where's your Christmas bonus? Go fuck yourself. Where's your shake on the back when you broke your leg or you hurt your back and you had to take those, you know, that week off and try and put food on the table for your family?
Yeah.
Are you coming into work? Like, you're late. Let's go.
Yeah.
You know? There's nothing like it used to be anymore.
And even sick days or days to take care of your family.
Yeah.
Your kid's in daycare and, they ran a fever. Now you need to go.
Yeah. No, you can't
and
leave.
They don't
Get
care.
back to work. Yeah. Well, if you leave, I'm writing you up and you're going to have to.
Well, my kid's getting sent home from daycare.
Yeah.
So what are you supposed to do?
You know, like, it's crazy the way that they do that to you, you know, where you would have the ability to where, you know, like those other countries where they have tea breaks.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Or nap breaks. Everybody has a nap break.
You know, where you work to live, not you live to, you work to live, not you live to work, right?
Yeah.
Like, it's just.
And they're all so much happier.
Yeah.
And they're just living a good life. Everybody's like, just great.
Right?
Yeah.
just because they're a little bit more value. There's a little bit more value to your life rather than being
miserable.
run over. Yeah, because you're trying to make ends meet. Like, you know what I mean? It's crazy.
Oh, yeah. Moral of the story, overtime doesn't buy freedom. It only buys another tank of gas. The only sure things in life are death, taxes, and disappointment.
That's very true. That's a good one. I like that. Yeah.
Do you think that blue-collar workers will ever get ahead?
No. I'd like to say yes. But I mean, no, the average...
Depends on if you own the company.
Yeah, well, that too, really. You know, I mean, they struggle quite a bit. Like, and people don't see the other side of that, right? Like, I got a friend who owns a company, and everybody thinks it's super easy. Oh, I want to be like that guy, right?
Yeah.
That's not the way it works.
They don't see the behind.
No, they don't see the behind the scenes, what it actually costs to get there. You know, how much of your family that got affected, or how much investment and time and work that you had to put in to try and get that far. Everybody thinks, oh, I'm just going to pick up a pipe wrench and I'm a plumber. I'm going to make, $200,000 this year because I'm a tradesman. Like, fuck you are. You're going to, go home and have craft dinner and hot dogs like the rest of us.
Craft dinner and hot dogs.
Yeah, I love a craft dinner and hot dogs.
I can tell.
Yeah, so, it's... Yes, I think that some of the blue collar, guys that have good jobs, there's some great paying factory jobs and stuff, right? So, but they're putting in a lot of time too. They're doing the grind every day, sun up, sun down, on off shift, right? Like 1, 2, 3 shift or whatever it is.
Yeah, your different like shift work.
Yeah, some of those, sure. If they're good with their money, they start to get ahead with the consistency. Is it gonna happen overnight? No. Is it gonna take them 5-10 years to build a bank and they got now they're ahead of everybody else? Yeah, but it's far and few between anymore because there's so many issues in society that pop up in families. That cost money. Everything costs money.
Everything.
So for you to get ahead with any kind of financial, like, you got to go out and start robbing banks and shit, right? Like, how do you expect a society like ours that's so broke that we just want to live? Like, I don't want to be a millionaire. I mean, I'll be a millionaire, but honestly, I would like to have enough money where you're
comfortable, happy.
Well, we want to go out for dinner. We want to go and
get away.
Go away for the weekend and go and hang out somewhere, take a trip to some place or something. Not like,
lie on a beach.
Yeah. It's nothing super extravagant. It doesn't have to be, but is that freedom? Is that financial freedom for people? Some people dream of that, right?
Yeah.
And not because they're not trying to bust their ass just as hard as the next guy.
Yeah.
It's just the way the cookie crumbles, right? So, I think it's a mixed bag.
I mean, how much is a coffee nowadays?
Oh, man.
At Tim Hortons?
I don't know, because I make mine at home because I don't want to spend the money because I'm a cheap bastard. But I had $2.15 for a large, something like that. What's $6-7 at Starbucks?
Yeah. Well, what did a large used to be? Like $1.90 at Tim Hortons, and now it's what, $2.10?
Two and change, yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah. Everything.
Oh, the prices go, it's like, look at when you go out for breakfast in the morning and you order eggs and toast.
Yeah.
And it's $18 for 3 eggs, some toast, and some home fries. And coffee. Well, coffee is extra.
Yeah.
Right? Like, what's it cost you to buy a dozen eggs? $4.
Yeah.
That's where I think that those kind of restaurants are losing their value. I used to love going out for breakfast. That was great. You get up, Saturday, Sunday morning, or a week during the day that you got off.
Yeah.
Oh, man. You'd be able to go out for breakfast, sit down.
Breakfast with the family.
Yeah, have a coffee, just to relax, enjoy it. And it wasn't $300.
Yeah. Now it is.
Yeah. No, and that's the thing, right? You want to take your kids out for dinner. Well, it's like that amount of money that you just worked that overtime to fill your gas tank, right? Mm-hmm. Well, now you get to take them for dinner.
Yeah.
But it costs you what? How much time? How much time did
you work to just buy this
away
hour
from
of
your
dinner?
family to try and do?
Is it worth it?
It's that's a I don't know. What do you think?
I think no, and that's why I am a homebody.
Yeah.
I like being at home. I'm
At
not
home,
spending
yeah.
money. I can't fathom.
No, my time is more important than money is.
Yeah.
For sure. Because you can't get back time. Right?
Mm-hmm.
They make money every day.
Yeah.
There's ways, right?
Yeah.
I don't know them because I wish I did because then I would be broke. But, you know, life happens, money comes and goes, but
Life is short.
Yeah. You know, so you got to enjoy, try to get away from all the bills and the bullshit. Good luck, though, right? Stress.
Good luck.
Stress. Well, that's where, you know, they say that we'll get into the mental health one day, but most suicides are men, and generally in a blue collar job, right?
Yeah.
Because they have the stress and the pressure of not
Providing.
being able to.
Yeah.
Because it's a vicious circle, right?
Yeah.
The money, no matter how much money or work you try and put in, time and everything that you try and put into making the money, the government's going to take it from you anyway.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, and then you still don't end up with, now you got a pissed off wife, pissed off family, right? Like I was saying, and now this guy's feeling the pain of this, feeling the weight of not being able to give his kid that dirt bike or that whatever he wants, right? You
and then the wife feels alone and seeks out other people, and then divorce, and now he has nothing else to live for.
No,
He just lost his
divorce,
wife and
suicide
kids.
rate, everything gone, right?
Yeah.
And that's what happens. It's a shame. And then, well, they blame it on suicide and the mental capacity and the mental health also gets diminished because of the way that society has trained us that we have to be monkeys and go to work every day. And if you're not doing that and you're not providing for your wife and family, then you're not a man. You're not, you know, all of this stuff where I don't know where the society's going to take it to, because the society we live in is fucked.
Yeah.
It's horrendous. I feel bad for kids.
Yeah.
I wouldn't want to live in this society.
No.
You know, grow up in this society. Right?
I don't want to bring a kid into this world.
No, this world, man.
Yeah.
And is that the thing? Is money? You know, money is the root of all evilness.
Yes.
To be honest, right?
The money is the root of all evilness. Yes.
I believe it is.
Yeah.
That's what drives everybody. Look at back in the day. What were they always fighting over? Treasure.
Yeah.
You know? Now everybody's fighting over money. The people that'll stab you in the back for $5 nowadays.
Oh yeah, it's insane.
It's money.
Yeah.
Nobody has it, right? So they figure out a way that they can try and get it, and you know, it's
money does crazy things to people.
Yeah, 100%.
It sure does.
Yeah.
Yeah. So back to the stories.
Yeah, sorry about that.
This guy Mike, he's been saving all month for his kid's birthday, working a couple of side jobs, skips eating out, does everything right. 2 days before the party, his truck dies. Transmission is gone. He needs to spend $2,800 to get it fixed.
There goes the party.
He ends up using his credit card, cancels the bouncy castle, and grills hot dogs in the backyard instead.
Yeah.
But the kid didn't care at all and said it was the best birthday ever.
Do you know why that is?
Time.
The value of just
Quantity over quality. Quality over quantity.
Yeah, that's better. Yeah, that's better. No, but it's true, right? Like I said, now, you know, I always used to think of myself when you guys were younger, right? Because we were divorced family, right? And I was paying out of my ass for doing whatever. Anyway, that's nobody's business, but we were broke, right? I never bought you guys things. We didn't do fancy, you know, stuff like that. Like we did bonfires.
Yeah.
We did, you know, anything that we could do outside. We just went and walked in the woods, you know.
Bonding.
Yeah, that kind of stuff where you don't get that anymore.
Yeah. No, and a lot of the time people just try and buy their kids love as well.
Yep.
Yeah.
And you see it, right?
Oh yeah.
And like I said, I like as you got older, now I hear the stories, right? It comes back. And you know, you're sitting around, then you hear your kids say a story about it, and it's like, oh, okay, so that did actually have some impact, right?
Yeah.
You know, like, you don't think it did. You think that you should be working your ass off, spending all this money, buying the kid this, letting the kid have that, giving them everything that they can, when in reality, all they wanted was the time.
Yeah.
Right? You give that time, the time and love and patience towards your kid, especially when, you work in a blue collar game where you're always gone or you're always broken. You know? Like, it's not easy.
No.
So, yeah.
And it's almost better to spend that time with your kids and teach them the life skills that they need to succeed 100%. In life. How to change a tire when you're stuck on the side of the road. How to start a barbecue.
Yeah.
How to change your oil. Simple stuff that
nobody gets taught that anymore.
Yeah.
And I think, like, today, I think that today's society, they should be teaching, like I taught a few people just not that long ago, how to check their air pressures in their tires, how to check their oil, right? Yeah. How to check their windshield washer fluid or their radiator fluid or whatever, change their tire. Because if you do get stuck on the side of the road, especially as a woman in today's society, there is so many fucking weirdos out there, right?
Yeah, it can go wrong in a split second.
You don't know who to trust.
Yeah.
You might think, oh, this guy looks innocent. Next thing you know, you chopped your head off and he's raping you.
Did you chop the head off first or after?
It depends on the guy.
Okay. Right? Just checking.
It depends on cold or warm.
Cold or warm.
But yeah, no, that's what it is, So
yeah. Moral of the story, kids don't care what you spend. Well, most of the time. They care that you showed up.
Yeah. Show up, that's all it takes. It's actually funny that word, right? There are 2 words, whatever, show up.
Yep.
It makes a difference.
It's 2 words.
Well, only when you hold it like this. It's
when you hold it like this, it's
still 2 words. Oh, okay. But it means a lot.
Yes.
Right? Whether it's a parent or a friend or a whatever, to become a friend, you don't have to be rich.
No.
You don't have to have a goddamn dime.
Show up and support them.
That's right. People go through a lot of stuff, especially in today's world with all the... Oh, man, I'm surprised that the way that it's going right now, there's not a race war and it's not being exploded, right? Like, our world is completely fucked up. I don't know what it's going to take to fix it, and if it's ever going to get fixed. But, it's crazy. And with all that stuff going on and still trying to keep jobs and keep the economy alive, it affects people down here, right? Not the hoities.
Not the hoity-toities.
Hoity-toities.
Yeah, it does.
Right?
Yep. Well, it's time for your favorite part.
Oh.
Pretending we're sponsored.
Jesus, I like this spot. Okay, what do we got today?
You tell me. I have it written in front of me, but so do you.
All right. Today's show is brought to you by Budget Bros. Oh, Budget Bros. These are good guys. Budget Bros Financial, because who needs savings when you've got sarcasm? Sponsor the show. We'll make your money work harder than an ugly stripper. If you can't save your money, maybe she can.
I don't think that's what it said, but we like it.
That's what it said.
Yeah, of course. Erase the evidence. Okay, back to the show. Every blue-collar guy knows this one. The I deserve it purchase.
Oh.
After months of hard work, one guy decides to treat himself to a shiny new truck. Big lift, chrome rims, the whole thing.
Oh, yeah.
He feels unstoppable.
Overtime.
Until he fills the tank. $180 later, he's calculating gas mileage like it's stock trading.
Oh, yeah. Especially with gas prices now. Could you imagine? That's when I decided with the gas prices and all that, when I was looking for another vehicle, I don't want a big truck.
Yeah.
Like, do you know what it's going to cost you to get back and forth to work?
A lot.
Oh.
2 weeks in, he's eating instant noodles in the cab because that's all he can afford.
Mr. Noodles, those are the greatest.
Greatest. But hey, at least he's eating them in style.
Yeah, that's right. Class up in there.
Class. In that
nice
cab.
Truck. Yeah.
Yeah.
Bumping away.
Moral of the story. It's all fun and games until the gas light turns on turns into a personality trait.
Yes. Feed me. Oh man.
So what's your I deserve it purchase?
My I deserve it purchase?
Yep.
Probably would have been my bass boat. I bought this bass boat, I was doing okay there, I thought.
Red and sparkly.
Oh yeah, remember it?
Mm-hmm.
Red and sparkly. It was a Ranger bass boat, and I was like, I really was into fishing. I love fishing, right? So I was doing a lot more back then, and I bought this Ranger bass boat, had this great big motor on it, the hot foot, it's got the gas pedals actually used for your foot and all that steering wheel, and this thing was insane, right? And it flew,
Yes, quick.
And then the motor went. Then I got a guy to look at it, and then the money went, and then I found out that it needed a whole new motor because the part that they needed for it, the stator, they don't make them for that motor anymore, so it needed a whole new motor. And then I'm like, son of a, so what's it going to cost me to get a new motor? Do you know what it costs to buy a motor for a boat?
No,
especially
I don't.
something big like that. Like that's like $14,000. I didn't even pay that much for the boat.
God.
Right? So
instant regret.
Oh my God, it was just a money pit. I was so excited. I get up there fishing with the boys, get out on the lake.
Did you have to paddle back?
We got caught in a storm. Literally, I had 3 guys in the boat, right? Because it's got the bench seat in there, and then you got the front deck and the back deck, right? So we had 3 guys in there, and the waves started coming in, right?
Yeah.
We were up in Lake Nipissing.
Okay, yeah.
Right? And all of a sudden, it just got overcast and windy, and the waves start coming in, and all of a sudden, the motor dies down to running on, like, one spark plug or whatever they run on, And it got so slow, like it was just bogging out. The waves were coming in, and they were like the water was coming into the top of the boat, and the feet where you sit down because it's lower than the decks was filling up with water. And I'm like, oh man, we're going under for sure.
Yeah.
All the leaves and stuff were caught up in the drain, so the water wouldn't run down there.
Okay,
but we
yeah.
didn't see that at the time, so I'm panicking, trying to be like, oh, we're good, boys, we're gonna make it back, right? Meanwhile, I'm shitting my pants, right? I'm like, oh fuck, we're gonna die out here. I'm pretty sure we're dead. Like,
yeah, and the storm rolls in on the water quick.
Well, and that was part of the reason, right? Because I really like fishing, so I'd like to go and do some of the bigger waters and stuff. So I wanted to get this big motor so that if the storm did come, at least I got enough get
out
up
of there.
and go. Yeah, I can get back to shore.
Get up
right?
and go.
Yeah, but yeah, that was it was an instant regret. Yeah,
I can only imagine.
yeah. Beautiful though.
Next is the hard truth. This one's not a funny story. It's real.
Okay.
This is happening not only in Canada, but many places around the world.
Poverty.
Yep. Let's call her Jasmine. She works full-time as a welder in the GTA. Skilled job, hours overtime. She makes decent pay, but lately everything has been going up. Rent, gas, groceries, heating. 1 month she sits down to budget. Rent takes like 50 to 60% of her income.
100%.
Her car insurance went up. The grocery bill for basics like milk, eggs, and vegetables also went up much more than she expected. Overtime barely covers gas costs just to get to and from.
Yeah. Gas prices are
ridiculous.
astronomical.
Then a surprise. Her furnace maintenance and heating bill comes due.
Uh-huh.
Which is much higher than last winter because natural gas costs rose.
Yep.
She cuts back everywhere, less going out, cheap meals, skips buying new tools she needs for work, but still, at the end of the month, there's almost nothing left.
Yeah.
She can't save, she can't invest, she can't plan for emergencies. What if her truck breaks down? What if her child needs something not covered by work insurance?
Yeah. You're borrowing money. Mm-hmm. Like, you got no choice. You got to borrow the money to try and make it through, right? And the problem is when it's life like that, when you borrow the money, generally, it's very difficult to make it so you can pay it back, right? If you got to borrow it, you're not going to be able to get it back. Yeah. Most of the time.
And would you rather get a loan or borrow it from a buddy? That's a sticky.
Well, interest rates, right?
Yep.
Stuff like that. So you borrow from a buddy, but then you got to be careful on how you pay the buddy back.
And then they're blowing up your phone if you don't.
Well,
and
you got to be specific.
Ruins your friendship too.
Yeah, oh, definitely. It could. Yeah. You got to be specific on it. Like, it's not. You got to be Pacific.
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah, is there a time? Is there a length? Is there everything like that you want this money back? Like, is this, and that's where it muddies the family or the friend or family that borrows it rather than a bank institution.
So would you rather get a loan or loan money from a buddy?
I would, well, that's a good question, really. I guess it depends on the person you're borrowing from, depends on terms, the way it's going to go, interest rates and all. You can borrow from a buddy. I'd rather give the buddy the interest, right? Or whatever.
Help them for helping you.
Yeah. Support those who support you. Right. And then when you do, that guy's your friend, right?
Yeah.
Like you I don't know. For me, you become loyal, right, to that person because that person helped you when you needed it.
Yeah. Until they're nitpicking you for going and buying that coffee instead of paying them back.
Yeah, and again, it depends on the person and what it's like. Like my parents and stuff, when you were a kid, you borrow money from them, you didn't have a job or you were over your means like always, right? Back then, you borrow money and you'd come home with some food or something like that, and they'd be like, man, you can afford to get that, but you can't afford to pay us. Yeah. No, I can, but I'm trying to live life. But you have to do it in a respectful manner too. That yes, I am putting your money away, but I still have to live my life, right? Yeah. So, I would say, I would still do it for a buddy, just
for a buddy.
Yeah. Just that's the way I would go.
Yeah.
Rather than an institution, yeah.
Yeah. Rather than an institution. So, the hard truth tonight, money's tight, life's expensive, and we're all just trying to hang on without losing our minds.
Too late.
Send us your stories, the real, the ugly, the funny, the how the hell did we get here moments.
Yeah.
And we'll feature you on the show.
Yeah, just any story about different things that happen in your life, right?
Yeah.
Different events, because we got different topics. So we will also be doing episodes. Maybe that'll be a center focus for a topic. Yeah. You never know, right? So don't forget to do the subscribe, the like, the follow, the thing and the whatever.
All the things.
All the things. Support those who support you.